Good afternoon, everyone. I'm State Senator Mike Regan, and it is my great honor today to be at the Great American Outdoor Show. Walking through the aisles here, I ran into my old friend Tim Schaefer from the Fish and Boat Commission, and we are old friends, and I represent part of Cumberland County, part of York County, and as you know, if you know those counties, we have lots of rivers, lots of streams, lots of trout streams, lots of great things going on, and we have relied heavily on Tim throughout my time in the Senate and House of Representatives to be our guy there, and he has never let us down. He has served the people of Pennsylvania with such great honor. This is one of those agencies, folks, I know people get frustrated with government, but one of those agencies that really work together with the community, with the elected officials and other state officials trying to get things done, and it has been a pleasure to work with you. So here we are here at this great event. Looks like it's packed, which is good because people obviously are not afraid of anything here. They're moving freely throughout the building. What's going on here? What stands out to you? I know we're in the boats and fishing area. Tell us about what's going on here and what we're focusing on during this portion of the show.
You bet. Well, first of all, Mike, thank you for the great friendship and partnership. Sure. We've done a lot of good things together. We'll keep doing it. So thank you for the kind words. I guess the theme here is people are ready for spring, and we're in the fishing hall right now, and you got outfitters from really around the world. And around the region, but they're stopping by our booth because they're excited about trout season. Yeah. Last week we released our trout stocking schedules. Cumberland, York counties, it's huge. Our friends at Yellow Breeches anglers, they do a great job. Our stocking schedules came out last week. We're going to start stocking the week of February 21st, right up through to opening day and beyond. So I'd say trout season's on everybody's mind this week.
And it's not just in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania draws in people from all around the world for our great trout streams. And I know that one of the things we did together was there was a hatchery which needed some revamping. It was going to take some money, and I worked with Tim on getting a grant, and they were able to do that. And they're going to produce and release around 40,000 trout into the Yellow Breeches stream, correct?
Well, yeah. So we have 150 volunteer sportsmen's clubs around the Commonwealth that really, they do it out of the goodness of their own heart. They get local donations. They raise about 1 million trout statewide, and the number two in terms of quantities is there at the Yellow Breeches in Boiling Springs. So they do about 1 million. We stock about 3.2 million trout out of our hatcheries. Huntsdale State Fish Hatchery right outside of Carlisle is one of our really signature facilities. So trucks will be rolling the week of the 21st, and we can't wait.
I got to do that. Maybe it was 2 years ago at Children's Lake.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about Children's Lake in a minute, but I got to help stock the trout in there. That was an exciting day. And one thing that most people don't know is in those hatcheries, there are some big, old honking trout.
And we're stocking some of those big honking trout. One thing we started doing recently is those 14 to 20-inch brood fish. We'll stock those, about 70,000 of those, around Pennsylvania, so you got a better chance than ever of catching one of those. And speaking of big fish, in your district there at Pinchot, we stocked some hybrid striped bass recently. People think that we're just raising trout, but we have a warm water unit as well. Stock some fish in there. Those hybrid stripers are going to go up to really nice size and offer some fun angling at Pinchot.
My kids are big fishermen, and we go to Pinchot, and almost as fast as you can throw your line in there, you're hooking something.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite so easy in the Yellow Breeches. Those are some smart trout there. So, but it's always a challenge, always great, and there are some blue trout too, which. I'm an outdoorsman. I've been around a little bit. I'd never seen a blue trout before.
Well, it's a genetic anomaly, and frankly, we keep them there at the trout as something that's special for people to watch. I know a couple of your colleagues from the legislature last year were out with us to help spawn some of the fish, and the golden rainbows. They love those. Some people still call them palominos, but they're these big, beautiful golden fish. I know they're a real hit in Cumberland County.
I know one of the things that everyone is excited for is the beginning of trout season. And I know my boys are excited. I think March 26th is the day for kids.
Yep.
Right?
Mentored Youth Trout Day.
That's awesome. And then April 2nd for everyone else.
You got it.
The kids don't catch all the trout?
They won't.
Another one of the things that Tim and I worked together on was Children's Lake. Children's Lake, and I don't even know the technical things, but it was starting to lose water. The walls were starting to cave in, and lots of problems. The water was running out into the Yellow Breeches Creek, and we risk, the borough of Boiling Springs, that is the centerpiece of that community, and there was a lot of people that were extremely upset about it. Tim came in. Tim has an affinity for a little bit for Children's Lake, and It was an interesting proposition because we had local business people raising money. We had kids who were holding lemonade stands and doing all these things to raise money. The governor was kind to come in with some money, but it all was orchestrated by Fish and Boat and their expertise. And we had access to their engineers and all the things that was necessary to get that done. And that's still in the process of being fixed. So, Tim, could you give us an update on that?
Sure, it's happening. So, literally, I just talked to our engineer before you stopped by, and we'll be opening the bids from the contractors on March 3rd. I mean, so this is in real time, and we fully expect to have a shovel in the ground in May. The plan, we're going to time this after trout season. We'll let the local club stock the lake. We'll stock the lake, get as much fishing season as we can. But then, as part of the dam rehabilitation project, we'll need to draw the water down, work on it as quickly as possible, and the plan is to have it back up and running for next trout season. It shouldn't take too long to fill it up just because of the depth of it. I've had a great relationship with South Middleton Township. Our mutual friend Brian Salzman in particular, the solicitor there, worked with him, the Board of Supervisors, cannot thank them enough for the partnership. It's not just the lake, it's part of a beautification for that whole part of Boiling Springs. The road that's there, we're going to make it safer for people to fish. We're going to make the fishing access better. We just entered into a lease with South Middleton Township for them to operate the area around the lake as a more park-like setting. So this time next year, Boiling Springs, Children's Lake is going to be better than ever.
Well, thank you for your hard work on that. I know that everyone's so excited about that. That is a little slice of Americana. Mm-hmm. If you go there on the first day of trout, you'll see families there. It just really is a great place. And that was going to be a very difficult thing with that dam failure and the water leaving. And thank you so much for your help there. I know the people in my district really appreciate it, and you've just done an amazing job in fixing that and getting it done. We look forward to seeing it. So I'm going to probably close it up with you. But thank you so much, and I would encourage everyone to come to the Great American Outdoor Show. Look up Tim Schaefer. He's a great guy to talk to. And if you have any questions about trout fishing or any kind of fishing or anything to do with the waterways in Pennsylvania, he's the guy to come to. This is one of those things that makes my job worthwhile, is to get to come here and talk to guys like this, because this is Pennsylvania getting it done right. So it's my honor and pleasure to be with you. Thank you, Tim.
Thanks, Mike.
It's great being with you.
We'll
Thank you so much.
Thanks.